Here's what I want to say. For anyone at the Inventons. Let me tell you. I officially, as of right now, take away all blame for anyone who wants to use any feature that is provided to them only because they have a certain number of followers. Believe me, why not? I mean, I have to get honest. Why not? It's there. You can use it. It's free. Why not use it? I mean, that's the truth. I have to be honest with myself. If I get the feature, well, there is a pretty high chance that I will use it. Despite all the stuff that I believe, I will probably use it. Why not? So, you have to drop into the soul connection. You have to drop into the fact that, okay, people are like you. People are just like you. No different. The only difference is, well, they're different, but they're not different. Those people happen to have that feature because they happen to have this number of followers. Not that they controlled how many followers that they have. But, just like me, anyone, I have this, and why not use it? So if we can just make this horizontal, I am not saying this against my heart. I never say anything against my heart. I never say anything that's not true. I never say anything unless I am wearing my truth and maybe my heart on my sleeve. And I hope that sounded very informal and casual for me to say that. If I can drop in and it doesn't feel true, I will not say it. I will not be forced to say anything that doesn't feel true. Unless I am in a certain career that where I have to memorize lines and do all this, and I'll try to make it true, otherwise known as acting. Or if it's just if I can drop in and say, okay, I know that this is the right thing to do. So I will go up and I will deliver a present. I mean, there are exceptions to this. Obligations and stuff. I don't want to get into that because it's, you know, like, it should be, like, as soon as I say it, it should be, like, there should be a giant green check mark over anything against what I'm saying. If anyone wants to come to me and tell me what I already know and telling me what kind of exception that I'm bringing in, well, guess what? Get out of my house. Because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear stuff I already know. It is painful and it is annoying to hear people from my invention tell me things I already know. I'm sick and tired of it. If you want to come here, there had really better be a legitimate reason why you're coming here, and that is not to tell me things I don't know. It's not to argue with me about anything. That's not to have an altercation. That's not to start a battle that will just keep spiraling on and you will never end it because it's just not worth fighting for. And so I do things for reasons, and I would like some respect for that at times. I mean, I don't want to be somebody who rules with an iron fist and is stubborn, is rebellious, but that's how you all make me turn into because of what you're doing and how you're making me look, and because of what you're trying to pull on me that makes me look that way. I am not those things. Well, for me to say that I'm not is for me to say that nobody is. Everybody, to some extent, in some way or another, is, stubborn about something or, fixed and determined. And so I am not going to apologize for certain things. I am not going to apologize because at that time I say things and I mean them and I intend them. However, if I feel differently, I will say, guess what? I've changed my mind. I've changed my heart. This is what I feel now. I will go without saying, I'm sorry. Unless, that is. But, I mean, I know what comes out of my mouth, first of all, and I know what I'm saying, and I'm aware, and I mean it. So if all these boxes are checked off the list, I do not have to apologize. Nobody has to apologize. Now, what I will say is, we are coming up to the full moon in Gemini, and I was watching one of Deborah Silverman's videos, and she was talking about the full moon in Gemini baby being born. And if you know, Aaron Doughty, then I was looking at his chart and I saw that he had Sun in Sagittarius and Moon in Gemini. How does this all relate to stories? I do not want to go against people. I don't like going against people. I don't like fighting against people. I don't like arguing against people. I don't like having to draw lines or have healthy detachment against anyone. So, with that, I've decided, do whatever you want to do. Now, this may change. This is not set in stone. If I get a really strong feeling like, oh man, yep, this is the same thing and I better address that, I will come on this video again. I will say to people, guess what? You can't do this, you can't do that. People have this feature, can't use, all the deal. All that. For now, you can watch stories, you can grade stories, you can, do all those things. And I think I am going to watch that story because why not? Why not? It's free, I can watch it. How is, anyone any different from anybody else? You have to, and I'm, it's what technology does, is it puts bells and whistles above everything else, and the value of what the information is looks kind of kicked to the curb. Look at them, look at the little clips in the story for what they're actually worth, for what is being said in the clips, based off of the just what's being said in the content of the information, not the bell and whistle superficial element to it. And you can or can't watch stories, you don't have to if you don't want to. But I'm just saying it is an option now. And I'm also saying that if I had the same benefits, I would do the same thing. Because that's human nature. Something's free, it's exciting, it's interesting, why not? That's just how it is. That's just human nature. And it goes with saying, you can't control anybody else. I can't control anybody else. There are many aspects of life that you don't have control over. but you can control your actions and what you decide to say in response to that, what you decide to do. And respond rather than react in a negative way. And so, yeah, everything is for a reason. You have this, you have that, you lack this for a reason. That's just how it is. That's just your fate, that's just your life. So, it is what it is. But let's open up instead of close doors. Closing doors, you against somebody else because they have more than you. You know, that is very, very spiritual thing to do, to be open hearted. And so that's what I want to leave you with. Bye for now.